I'm a miniaturist. I think I've got an overactive imagination. If I look through a camera and it doesn't look real, I will take it apart and I'll do it again. I will keep on making miniatures until I physically cannot do it anymore. My name is Sean Valentine and I'm a miniaturist. These cabinets are the ones that I like to keep the most. They've always been very grand and elegant. This cabinet is called Cinderella. This one took about 4 months, this one took. It was my niece's birthday and I thought I wanted to give her something different besides money. So I decided to make a doll's house, which is the first one I ever made. I then got into the world of Harry Potter. A cabinet that I'd done for a friend of mine, Dumbledore's office. She absolutely loved it. It was plastered all over social media. And they valued it at, I think it's either $23,000 or $26,000. I nearly hit the floor. I couldn't believe it, that it was going to be that much. So from then on, any miniature I've made has literally sold before it's even finished. This floor is actually made out of lollipop sticks. Then I've used a Stanley knife blade and scored some of them in little places to make them look a bit more worn in. There are some well-known novelists and Harry Potter cast that have actually commented on some of the work that I've done. They actually thought it looked exactly like the film sets. It does put a big smile on your face that you get a tweet from this person saying you've done a great job. I'm limited as to what I can do purely because of the injury that I've got to my hand. I've had 17 or even 20 operations on it. Luckily, I've got 2 workable fingers that I can still grip pens, pencils, brushes. The others, the nerves have been cut and a lot of arthritis in them. I had to become ambidextrous and use my left hand. That's a hurdle that I've stepped over. I like a challenge, I like to prove to myself that it can be done. There's always at least 4 or 5 projects on the go. Malfoy Manor, Gryffindor Boys Dormitory. You've also got the Slytherin Common Room. This is Dolores's office from the Ministry. I love creating something and I've always wanted to do something with art, using my hands constantly. When it comes to my miniatures, a lot of them can be based on the way that I'm feeling. If I'm going through a part in my life that's very turbulent, I find that I might do something very, very dark. So when you get the Disney ones, which are all bright and musical and happy, that's because that's the way I was feeling. That is the way I show my feelings, really, is through my work. Now, the windows on these have already been painted to give you the effect of stone, and it's a textured paint. It does distract you from reality in a way, because you go into your own little world when you're doing it. Time goes very, very quickly. You can even use real stone. You would measure up what size you would want, simply mark it up. Makes a lot of dust. I mean, you're going to get your ups and your downs. I don't know how many times I stuck my fingers together and got stuck to little bits of furniture. That happens all the time. It is a great stress reliever because you concentrate so much on what you're actually doing. You forget about what's happened through your day. You could have had the worst day possible in work, and you come home. But then if you basically just go away and start painting something, before you know it, your stress is literally completely gone. This cabinet is a lot more elaborate than the other cabinets I've done. When people look at it, they think it's just a very, very grand ornamental clock, but it is actually a miniature. This one is called a Stitch in Time, purely because it's a clock, and there's a lady inside of it who is sewing a patchwork quilt. You can pour your feelings into it, you can have a laugh, you can giggle at what you've actually done yourself, but you always get to the end of it is I know that once that miniature's gone, it's made somebody else happy. They have to be happy to buy it, but I know that they're going to get months or years enjoyment out of something I've created, and that's what keeps me going. I will keep on making miniatures, keep doing artwork until I physically cannot do it anymore.